Oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Yeah, okay, a military wife,
You.
a deep-sea fisherman,
Jim.
and a lead conductor for an orchestra. That was actually pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Love, Goff, and Darnold are unique names. Williams is a very generic name.
Almost as generic as Brown. I totally understand.
Could it be possible you guys are the best show in ESPN Wisconsin, the whole state?
Yeah, obviously. It's
Possible. Anything's possible.
You're the best.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue. You know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light. Ryan left me hanging.
Well,
It's okay,
you're
you're
hanging
busy.
on the video stream. You're kind of frozen right now, so I'm trying to address that first. Once I get there, once I have the power to fix the video
How
stream.
many chins do I have?
Yes, give us dazzling details. What's going on? What does she look like?
I would say it looks like Molly is mid-stroke, possibly. I would say the
Great.
left side of her face is frozen. The other half looks like it's still in motion.
Okay, that's fantastic.
And she has her hand up like she's asking for help.
You got resting stroke face.
Yeah.
Gross. At least it's not resting stroke face, am I right? No?
Get into the show, 844-770-3776. And we're live from the Everlight Solar Studio. I am Jim Rutledge. She is Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton in Canada. I ran into some Canadians at the Badger football game on Saturday as I was in a touchdown club, and I got a great view of Penn State's basically game-sealing touchdown on the pick six. And because for all intents and purposes, that was it. Badgers were out of points, so that was ball game. It was not a great look, but it was their first Badger game. We shared some Coors Lights with them, me and our friend Tony from Metro Ford, and then we got talking a little bit. They said they're from Canada. They referenced curling, and I said, hey, I do a show with Matt Hamilton. They go, I know who Matt Hamilton is. I said, of course, you're Canadian. And it's funny, they had a friend that they went to high school with from a small town outside of like Ontario in Canada that they knew, and I'm like, that's kind of Matt's story. That the guy, a small town outside of Madison, that won a gold, and this guy, Brad Jacobs, won a gold for Canada, and like now just lives off of the rest of his life. Sound familiar?
Not at all.
I'm a nut.
How did you figure out that they were from Canada? You were literally just talking to them?
They had the accent, eh?
Oh, okay.
No, they did have an accent, but no, they dropped very quickly. They're from Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, because they were like, this is our first. I think the guy's wife mentioned that this was her first football game. And I said, like, how is this your first football game? And then I think that's how I got into it.
Okay.
Her husband sure looked Canadian, I'll tell you that. Big.
What does that
tall,
even mean?
Like, he just looked like Matt Hamilton, but like 25% more manly.
What about him was more manly than Matt Hamilton?
The guy was just a bigger me.
He was burly?
Like, I'm more manly than Matt Hamilton. Matt Hamilton, as my nails are painted here. Like Matt, but Matt is full on like hipster.
Okay.
And
yes.
And like he's got like he can't grow a beard. That's why he does the mustache. Like
Matt can't grow a beard?
Oh, his beard is very spotchy. Like it's not growing in all the way.
I guess I've never noticed, but now that you say it.
Yeah, he doesn't have a full-grown beard. He can grow a nice mustache. He's obviously got great hair, but this guy had great hair. He had the salt and pepper beard like me, but his beard was like full. It was like a beard that I could grow. I don't want to deal with. You know, like
You don't have to like brush out the crumbs after every meal.
well, right, and also like I obviously today I was at Carbon World Health and I work out there and I had a great workout at Carbon World Health and thanks to them helping me get back like off my back injury and obviously I do the recovery there, but I've talked about semaglutide and there's part of the way I lose some weight. I want to show off like like
the chiseled chin.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, if I got the big beard, like when I was chunkier, a bigger beard kind of blend in the chin and blend in the face. And so this time around, it's like, well, no, I've lost some weight. I want to show it off my face. I don't want the big beard. And so this guy basically was I would say 2 inches taller and probably 40 pounds heavier than me.
Okay.
Big guy, like not heavy, just big guy. Like he could take Matt and throw him down like a curling stone.
Okay, I got it.
844-770-3776. Ryan, our psychedelic advisor, chimes in. Mr. Rutledge, please tell me how bad that loss was for you.
Which one?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about there, Ryan. Ryan's a Bears fan, but I've blocked that out of my mind, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's talk about the Penn.
Looking for
do you want to talk
something. He's
about
got
the
plenty of time. Launches
don't
deep
do this.
pass
It's Jeff
into
Joniak.
the area.
He's so good.
And it's caught by Noah Brown.
Oh, he's good.
The
And it's shot by
deflation.
Noah Brown.
Jeff is good. So much better than Wayne Larrivee. I'm glad they replaced Wayne Larrivee with Jeff Joniak down in Chicago a long time ago. Jeff Joniak's fantastic.
How much Chicago radio have you been listening to today?
None. I don't want anything to do with this.
That was
here's-
the ESPN 1000
Yes.
call of the game, by
and
the
Jeff
way.
Joniak's been calling the Bears for a long time. He's famous for his call, and you probably heard of some last year with the Devin Hester going to the Hall of Fame. But like, Devin Hester, you are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of his famous call. He's fantastic. So is Wayne Larrivee. I just had to take a shot at Packers.
Of
there.
course you did.
But Joniak is great, but so is Larrivee. Like the Bears didn't take a step down going to Jeff Joniak and that crew, and that's ESPN 1000, our sister station there. That's actually a great call. Like if you, I hate to listen to it again.
It's
but-
caught by Noah Brown.
yeah, I mean it is.
Caught by Noah Brown.
Because think about is it Paul Allen, the clown with the Vikings?
Yep.
Oh, he's the worst.
I can't stand him.
Yeah, like he's a little bit like the Susan Waldron, I think is her name, but from the Yankees. Of all the fantastic things, like Roger Clemens showed up, like it's a famous call where she's like over the top, and it's just hammy, and Paul Allen is the same, where it's just like, of all the horrible things to happen in this earth, the Vikings lose this game. Like, that's Paul Allen in these games. Jeff Joniak, honestly, play it one more time for me. And Packer fans can just take
and
shots
that's
for
where
it.
Jaden Daniels is eyeballing. Jaden Daniels sifting back, being pressured. Jaden Daniels hemmed into the pocket, looking for blockers, looking for something. He's got plenty of time.
So much
Launches,
time.
deep pass into the area of the end zone. Tipped, and it's caught by Noah Brown. He
Like, you
was
see
the
it,
tip
like,
man,
and
and
it's
this
caught
place
by-
is now gone into bedlam mode.
That was crazy.
That was a heck of a call there. You know what, though?
I also love how he said this place has gone into bedlam mode.
Yes.
Bedlam mode at FedEx Field with 50,000 fans.
It was great. Look, here's the thing. I mean, it was a great call there. It's a bummer. The Bears had no business winning that game, and I'll look.
Why do you say that? Because I feel like you've said
They-
multiple times that the Commanders aren't as good as
Right,
we
I'm saying
think
the way
they
the
are.
Bears played.
Okay.
Like the only reason they were in that game, and this is why I'm optimistic, and it's the same thing I said about the Packers last year, the most important thing for the Packers last year. Now, they did more than this, but they just had to figure out if they had a quarterback, and they did. Caleb Williams, if you're a box score hero, you're going to sound like an idiot today because Caleb Williams had a hell of a fourth quarter, led that team on 3 scoring drives. One of them, they called the stupid handoff to the lineman. But then after that, he leads the team on like a 10-play, 60-some yard drive to score the touchdown with 15 seconds to go to give them the position. The story today, this is why I'm actually more upset, not the win. The story today should be about Caleb Williams going to Washington, playing like crap for 3 quarters, showing up in the fourth quarter and leading this team to victory. And that's not the story today. It's idiot Tyreek Stevenson. So that's honestly my biggest annoyance with that game. And that's all we'll say. Unless people want to call, I don't want to make it. If people want to call in and make fun of me, fine. But like, I'm not going to make the show about the Bear game. I want to talk about how bad the Packers were against Jacksonville. But they got the win. Like, for an example,
win is a win.
The Bears had no business winning that game. The Packers, I guess they had business because they were the favored team. But the Packers made some kicks and executed at the end of the ball game to be able to win it. But realistically, they played bad enough to lose just as well as they played good enough to win. And we'll get into that in a minute. Rob and Madison said, so depressed after the game you had to get your nails done. Well, no, Rob. So on Sunday, we went to a trick-or-treating at the it's a place in Oregon, a horse stable. And we went there, and my daughter's dressed up as Barbie in red from the movie Descendants. And I wore my youngest like, will you get dressed up? I'm like, sure, I'll wear my Caleb Williams jersey. And she goes, can I paint your fingernails then? Because she knows Caleb paints his fingernails. And so she wanted to paint my fingernails, so she painted my fingernails while I watched the game. The first quarter of the game before we went to was called Boo at the Barn. Before we went there, she painted my fingernails, and so I haven't had a chance to clean them off yet. Also, I felt bad because she wanted me to wear them to work today, so I said I'll probably
that's
clean them up
cute.
tonight. But Yeah.
You're a fan.
Yeah, blue and orange for the Bears, but it was not after the game, Rob. It was for trick-or-treating. Maybe I'll paint them again on Thursday. I don't know exactly where I'm going to go.
I like that you're subtly wearing your Bears colors today, too. Like your watch has a little bit
that's
of
always
orange,
on there,
the
yeah.
blue, and then
Yeah.
the shirt is like a button-down that's just a like, I don't know if it's red
It's
or
red.
orange,
It's
or
red, yeah.
it looks kind of like Bears colors. But
Actually, I will say this.
tame.
I'll share a little bit of personal there. In 844-770-3776. So my wife, maybe we get a screenshot of it. My wife said that she doesn't like my fingernails painted because my hands are too dainty. That like they look too good painted. Like they look like
your ring, like the hand that your ring is on,
Yeah.
could pass as a female hand.
Right,
If
so-
you shaved your knuckles.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Well,
I have
Nah,
knuckles. Like I had a little bit on the palm or what's the top part? Not my palm, but
I don't know. Ryan,
back
you're the
of your
doctor.
palm?
arm. A little arm bleeding over the wrist.
Forehand.
Forehand.
I'm
That's not a real
making
thing.
stuff up.
Yeah, forehand. So
Yeah, you
backhand,
do kind of
forehand,
have
something.
dainty hands.
Yeah. So you can ask if I have dainty hands. 844-770-30.
Is this a
First
screenshot
episode.
Uh,
of him?
I told her, I said, you know what? I'm going to put this in a positive way. I would not be able to have a job or have a successful career if someone who need to be able to like have those blue collar manly hands that are very dirty. The dirtiest job or the most manly. I bartended. Like
That's a gross job, though.
right. I
There's nasty
bartended,
things.
waited tables. I worked at McDonald's for a little bit and then worked here. Like, well, not in that order, but McDonald's, serving, bartender here. That's it. Nothing really. I'm not one of those hardworking people out there that listen to the show like I wish I was, and I respect the hell out of you. I couldn't do it, and it shows in my hands that I have not really done days of hard work in my life.
Robin Madison says, at least if you get sick of radio, you can go be a hand model.
Well, there we go.
So you have a backup job.
Like I created an OnlyFans, right? Or is that only feet?
There's probably somebody
Only
with weird
hands.
hand.
Only hands.
Oh,
That was pretty good.
Our OnlyFans expert, Ryan Walsh.
By the way, it's also called the dorsum of your hand.
dorsum.
That
the
sounds
dorsum.
disgusting.
I got a little hair on my dorsum.
Sounds like something on a dolphin, honestly.
Aaron Rodgers would like
I was
that.
going to say, ask Aaron Rodgers. How's
How
that going
about
for him?
Aaron Rodgers? That loser lost again. That's great. Are we taking Schadenfreude from that still?
Oh, 100,000%. Wait, hold on. Quick poll. I know we got to get into the Packers. I know we got to we got to do all the things. Do you guys think Aaron Rodgers is playing next year, and is he going to be playing with the Jets? Because I think he's absolutely ruining his legacy right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get better if he plays. He gives off Willie Mays with the Mets vibes right now.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to think of a more modern term, but like that was the one that is always kind of the go-to of like a player looking like crap. I mean, again, Brett Favre his last year with the Vikings, that was pretty ugly. Even before he got hurt, it was not good.
Wait, what was his what was the year that they almost went to the Super Bowl?
The year before the last. So he
okay.
came back for one last
Okay.
ride, and it was a bad ride.
Yeah.
So let's see here. He was 5-8 before he got hurt. He completed 60% of his passes with 11 touchdowns and 19 interceptions.
Dang.
That was like the year before he finished fourth in MVP, and the team got to the NFC Championship game, and then it ended bad, and then it literally ended on the field. His body slammed, and that was that. But Aaron Rodgers is going up there like he's going to end up being like the new reference for like a guy looking cooked on a new team.
This is not
I
Detroit,
mean,
man. This is the Super Bowl.
He should have just been done. Like, he should have been done after the Packers.
Because like even like I saw something the other day, but like Jordan with the Wizards at 40 years old, because someone was pointing out like, oh yeah, Jordan only played against plumbers, whatever. But then like if you look at it, like Jordan's last year with the Wizards was in 2003, so it's like he played against a decent amount of these players.
Yeah.
He played 82 games. There are 82 NBA games.
Okay.
He played 37 minutes per game and scored 20 points. What's that?
So that's crazy.
Scored 20 points, grabbed 6 rebounds, had 4 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. So, like, not great, but, like, not up to Jordan standards. Most people would take that. But even that is better than Rodgers with the Jets. Now, I guess to your point, Jordan with the Wizards, his second to last year was 60 games. He scored 23 points a game that time. So he just didn't play a lot of games. He still actually was better statistically when he played less. So I don't know because it's not Jordan with the Wizards. It's, Willie Mays with the Mets is the one that comes to mind. Ryan, do you have one that, like, Favre with the Vikings could be one, where a player just looks washed in their last year?
We might just be saying it's Aaron Rodgers with the Jets.
I
pretty
think
soon.
Aaron Rodgers
that might be
is the new meme. Maybe we should ask that question. Is Aaron Rodgers going to be the new standard for looking bad?
Looking washed on a new team.
Yeah. 844-770-3776.
Oh, 100%.
He did it to himself.
He absolutely regrets leaving. We don't even need to ask that question. That's just
I don't know if does he regret leaving because it's like he does have the power and the control, or does he just regret?
Yeah, but he's like driving the Titanic.
I mean, he is 100%, but like he got to make every single move that he wanted, right? Like he has Nathaniel Hackett. I don't even know what Nathaniel Hackett's job on that team is anymore because he doesn't call plays. Does
he might just be like the horse whisperer for Aaron Rodgers, just the guy to try and make him feel better.
The dolphin whisperer.
Yeah.
Like it's just god awful. It's terrible. I don't know, but I love to see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Schadenfreude exists.
And then we do have news coming in, both from Metro Kia of Madison, breaking news on ESPN Madison, brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership. Jordan Love, basically I would say day-to-day, does not seem to be a serious groin injury, but it is one that they're going to monitor, and his time is. I would just project out now that that'll probably be decided on like Friday if he's going to play against the Lions, and the team might know ahead of that. And also, Jair Alexander does not look like it's a long-term injury. I think there's a chance he plays against the Lions as well. I could also see a scenario where both those players are sat with the bye week and say, you know what, let's just get healthy. I know it's the Lions. I know it's Lambeau Field and you need to win it, but at the same time, the Packers are in this for the long haul, and having Jair and Jordan Love healthy and ready to go will be important. But we want to ask this question, 844-770-3776 This is how we want you to get in the show to start. Are you confident that the Packers could beat the Lions if Malik Willis is at QB? 844-770-3776 Are you confident that the Packers could beat the Lions if Malik Willis is at QB? 844-770-3776 We will talk about that on the other side.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand. UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semrau with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Marion Moore from Val Phillips Memorial of Madison. A three-sport athlete, football, basketball, track and field. Attracted you to play football. What do you like about the game?
The physicality of the game, the brotherhood with getting out there with your boys, on a Friday night, lights on, fans loud. It's no other.
You listen to your older brother and your dad as your role models.
Yeah.
How have they impacted your life on the field and off?
Growing up, I looked up to both of them, and I wanted to beat both of them together. My brother played high school sports. He played football. He ran track. He played basketball. My dad did all three as well.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bar of the Week. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy $2 Miller High Lifes and High Life Lights. To celebrate our love for dive bars, we are going to tell you about some of our favorites, including one featured dive bar that will offer $2 High Lifes and High Life Lights for the week. Taste the champagne of beer in its natural environment. A delightfully different dive bar in Wisconsin, like the Nitty Gritty in Sun Prairie, Caribou Tavern, R&J Saloon, and the Keg in DeForest.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Have you lost weight in the past but gained it all back and more? We know the secret to losing weight and keeping it off long-term without drugs or injections. At MadisonWeightLoss.com, many clients lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two, or keep it off without prepackaged meals, no exercising, no hormones, no injections, no drugs or surgery. Go to MadisonWeightLoss.com now.
Hi, it's Jesse Nelson. Over the 60-day program that I experienced with Madison Weight Loss, I was able to lose 40 pounds and learn healthy habits that I can incorporate for the rest of my life. I can't recommend Madison Weight Loss enough. It has been such an amazing experience transforming my lifestyle thanks to their expert coaching.
To learn about our program, go to MadisonWeightLoss.com and schedule your free private phone consultation. Our staff will walk you through our entire program, talk about your health goals, and see if it's a good fit for you. Call 608-774-7241 or go to MadisonWeightLoss.com to schedule your free phone consultation now. That's MadisonWeightLoss.com. Results may vary.
Spooktacular savings are happening right now at Metro Ford of Madison. With 212 new vehicles available for purchase, qualified buyers can get 90 days deferred payments. The 24 Ford F-150 is available with 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, $15.54 per thousand borrowed, plus $3,000 total cash. Check out the 24 Ford Mach-E with 1.9 APR financing for 72 months, plus a free EV charger and home installation. Hurry to Metro Ford of Madison today.
Hey friend, ready for a sweet trip down memory lane? Head to the bake sale at Quick Trip. Craving those fresh, oven-baked cookies like Grandma used to make? The Quickery's got 'em. Baked with love and a touch of that old-fashioned goodness. In a rush? Grab a muffin for just $1.19. A perfect on-the-go treat. From glazers to cake donuts. Indulge at the bake sale. So what are you waiting for? Treat yourself. Only at Quick Trip.
Tune in to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Friday for Fish Friday. Brought to you by Off-Broadway Draft House, Madison's favorite spot for a Friday fish fry.
I'm gonna be dead honest. If Jordan Love isn't 80% or more, I'm not concerned. I think Malik Willis has proven that especially with a week to prep and game plan, and Detroit doesn't have Hutchinson. They have those injuries. I feel like we can win this game without Jordan Love, and I can't believe I'm saying that because Detroit, by all metrics, is the best team in the NFC as we sit here on the 28th. But Green Bay is right there with them.
Not with Malik Willis. Come on now. Mark Toscher's a smart guy. Don't try to tell me, yeah, you can win that game. But I'm not getting specifically political, but when they talk about like elections, like ways to win, they'll be like, hey, you have so-and-so might have one path to victory, but this person's a better candidate because they have 7 paths to victory. Like they don't have to win. They have to win these 3 states or it's over. A different candidate could be like, well, they could win this way, this way, this way, that way, this way. And that's the candidate that you'd want to be. If you have Jordan Love, your candidate B, where it's like, oh, we have like 7 paths to victory. If you have Malik Willis as your quarterback, you got one path to victory. And we know that path. It's get a lead, hold on to that lead for dear life. When Malik Willis came in, I believe they ran the ball 13 times?
They ran 24 plays in the second half with Malik Willis at quarterback. They ran it 13.
Thank you, yes. And so they ran it 13 times, and Josh Jacobs got most of those. And obviously that's used to set up the run. Now, I'm not saying Malik Willis is incapable, but what I am saying is that he has not seen a team like Detroit. Forget the Detroit defense and get out of here with this Adrian Hutchinson thing, because I guarantee if Jerry Alexander doesn't play for the Packers, be like, well, we'll just next man up. The Lions have proven in 2 games since then that they're still kicking the crap out of people. Detroit is the best team in the NFC by a lot.
Possibly the NFL.
Now, if Jordan Love's playing, especially a healthy Jordan Love, we're having a different discussion. But if Malik Willis plays in this game, the Detroit Lions crap the bed if they lose to Green Bay.
I think you also forgot to mention all the other things that would have to be right is the defense would have to be perfect.
Exactly.
Like
There's
it's
one
not
path to
just
victory, yes.
It's not just that the offense would have to be great and perfect and play from ahead and not have to ever be behind. It is that the defense and special teams and everything around it would need to be near perfect for everything to go right.
So yes, they can win, but there's one path to victory, and that's the defense keeping Detroit in line, which I understand the Packers defense in theory is better than last year, but don't try to tell me they're top 5 defense after last
They look
yesterday.
the same as they have been for a while.
I'm sorry, you don't give up that many points. Trevor Lawrence had the best day throwing the ball down the field that any player has had against the Packers all year. I believe he was like 8 of 11.
I believe he was 11 of 18.
11 of 18. So that's close. 11 of 18 on passes down the field. That's basically better than Kyler Murray, C.J. Stroud, and Matthew Stafford
I believe
combined.
in the previous 3 games, the Packers had allowed 6 completions on 18 attempts.
Yes, so better than all of them combined, really. Yes. And he went down and he had no problem shredding them up. And that's Trevor Lawrence. Now, don't get me wrong. Packers make plays and they still have playmakers. But this Packers defense is not top 5. Top 5 doesn't allow that to happen. They're still going to be top 10, and they may have a bad day, but top 5 doesn't let Jacksonville do that. I don't care. It's at home. And so they have to have a perfect defensive performance where they're going to confuse Ben Johnson, who is the number one candidate for every NFL job out there because he is the best offensive coordinator in all of football who's not a head coach. And so you have that part of it. You have Jared Goff, who's a savant in this offense. And then you have a lot of playmakers for Detroit, plus their defense, I'm sorry, is still really damn good, even without Hutchinson. And that's all being said that if Malik Willis is playing quarterback, the Packers have one path to victory, and that's locking down Detroit defensively so they never get a lead, so then you can play the offense you want to play with Malik Willis. You do not want to see Malik Willis out there having to sling the ball over the field because there's been no evidence that he can do that, and there's been evidence to the contrary that he can't. What Matt LaFleur has done is created a great game plan that the Packers have been able to execute against the Titans and Colts for Malik Willis. I don't think he pulled that off against Detroit because Detroit's a hell of a football team. If Jordan Love's playing, so don't get in your feels. I feel like I got to put in my green and gold disclaimer here. If Jordan Love's playing, it's a different discussion. But if Malik Willis is playing, it is highly unlikely they're beating Detroit.
Andrew in the 920 says he's not confident, but it's certainly not out of the question, which is what you're saying. And Tim in Oregon says the Pack should run the ball and see what happens. Maybe a loss or victory.
That's what they're going to do, Tim. But yes.
Take that for data.
It's good stuff.
Hey, maybe there's going to be a tie.
Was that
Is that just his way of saying that the Packers just need to run the ball more, period? Because honestly, when Jacobs was heating up in the second half, their offense looked really hard to stop.
But Jacobs also kind of left the game a little hurt too, right? So how much workload can he put on him?
That's a good question.
Because remember when he came here, and Matt's big excitement
he was
right now,
the workhorse.
Exactly. That was the whole excitement about him coming here was that he didn't have to be the workhorse. Because when he's been the workhorse, he wears down over the course of the year.
Which again would have been the same situation with Aaron Jones had the Packers have kept him.
Derrick Henry in either touches or carries. Either way, he's getting the ball a lot.
Yeah, he's tied with Derrick Henry for carries this season, and he's 4th in yards currently. He's 9th in yards after contact. He's bruising guys, but yes, like you said, when Malik Willis is at quarterback, he does have to be the workhorse for sure.
Also, worth noting, Jordan Love against the Jaguars, not good.
Not good.
Not what you're paying. 63% completion percentage, less than 200 yards passing, no touchdowns and a pick.
How much do you attribute that to the groin injury?
I'll just say for the
year. Because that was decently early in the game.
I understand. 62% completion percentage. That ain't it. That's not $50 million. 1,500 yards. Okay.
$55 million, isn't it?
That's $55 million. I'll give you that. 15 touchdowns. Okay. 9 interceptions, ain't it? So 2 out of the and 91.8 QB rating. So yes, touchdowns and yards is the $55 million man. Completion percentage, interceptions thrown, and QB rating overall, not the $55 million man. He has not lived up to his contract so far this year.
What's his QBR? 91.8?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is 50.3.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
I just happen to have his stats.
Which one do you have?
Why.
This is QB rating. QBR and like they do are.
I have QBR on ESPN.com.
Okay, I think this is. I just have Google pulled up. I think this is QB rating.
One's on a scale of 158.3. The other's on a scale of 100. So yeah, I could make a pretty big.
Let's just say they're both the same. No, I'm just kidding. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up to be accurate.
Yeah, if Aaron Rodgers was 55 out of 158.
Yeah, that's not it. Yeah.
No, not 55. I said he was 50.3.
50. Oh, wow. Even worse.
78.
All right. Based on the QBR that's listed on ESPN.com, Aaron Rodgers is 50.3. Jordan Love is 55.7.
Okay.
They're close.
Yeah.
It would have been better just if we gave the QB rating.
Jordan Love is still just better.
Yeah, that's
obviously.
All that matters.
All that matters. Jordan Love.
I'm just trying to take Jim off.
Like Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers are not even in the same tier. If you wanted to, if you wanted to say if you had to start a game against the Lions this weekend, would you rather have Malik Willis or Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback?
Malik Willis.
Maybe we should ask that question.
I'm just kidding.
I like that question.
Is that a serious question?
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers.
It's Malik Willis, right?
No.
What?
No, but also,
if Aaron Rodgers the Packers offense,
the man's got one leg.
He has all the old Packers. What's the difference?
That's true. Yeah, he has the old Packers offense. This is the new
Everyone
Packers
on this team
offense.
hates him. And yeah, this is a new offense. These are all the players he ignored.
He didn't play with a few of them. He didn't play with most of them, actually.
I do just want to say...
Watson,
Dobbs, but Jaden Reed, Tucker Kraft, Josh Jacobs, half the offensive line.
All the guys that he never talked to?
Well, Romeo Dobbs,
he won't even know the difference. He didn't talk to anyone at the end anyways.
All he'll want is Alan Lazard. He'll just be like, can you trade for Alan Lazard, please?
I think the Jets would be happy to just cut him.
Oh, yeah.
I do just want to say, because I know this game is at home at Lambeau, that last year, the first game of the season between the Lions and the Packers, the Lions beat the Packers at Lambeau 34-20. Then it was the Thanksgiving game where the Packers crazily defeated the Lions and hammered them in that game, and they won 29-22 at Ford Field. So this isn't an end-all, be-all game if they do lose it at home.
That's why, and Tauscher, we played it coming in, Wilde and Tauscher, listen to that 9 to noon here on ESPN Madison and ESPN Wisconsin. The take that Jordan Love less than 80%, don't play him, that's not a crazy take. But it's honestly more of hey, we're not cooked if we play Malik Willis. We got a puncher's chance. I think that's how I describe it. And so play him and let's get Jordan healthy for the stretch run here because their schedule cranks up a little bit. Mm-hmm. And so I understand that part of it. And you're right, it's not the end of the world to lose this game to the Lions. It's the end of the world to put Jordan Love out there if he's less than 100% and him get a worse injury. Mm-hmm. And so I think that will factor into this. I guess if I'm betting today, he's not playing. Just from the way he moved around on that field, it's not like his groin's going to be magically healed, and I know he'll get a shot. Sounds great.
His groins.
Get a groin
I don't know if you
shot.
say his groins. His loins, I don't know.
He's not getting a shot in the loins. Groin. But he'll probably get a shot at the location. I think that's how it works for something like that.
I'd assume. I'm not a doctor. I'm
shot
not a
what,
groin doctor.
painkiller?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm
Is that what your OnlyFans is?
Groin that's his username.
That would be a great name for a certain type of club. That would be the Groin Doctor.
844-770-3776 is how you get into the show. We will do our green and gold blind rankings next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Gold medalist and ESPN Madison foodie here, Matt Hamilton. As a proud Wisconsinite, you know I support local, and it doesn't get more local than Metcalf's Market. They have an extensive selection of local and premium quality food, from meat and seafood to high-quality produce, specialty cheeses, plus a great selection of beer, wine, and liquor. Metcalf's meats are cut and packed in-house, and Metcalf's is one of the only remaining grocery stores in the area that employs skilled and trained butchers. And exclusive in the state of Wisconsin to Metcalf's is certified Piedmontese beef. Head to one of their locations in Hilldale, near Westtown Mall, or in Wauwatosa. Metcalf's Market. Bring local home.
Just announced 1.99% APR on select new 2024 Audis. Eligible models include Q5s, e-trons, and more. Or you can save $7,500 on select Audi EVs with the AFS EV lease bonus. All offers require qualified credit through Audi Financial Services. See dealer for details. Offer ends October 31st, 2024. Stop in and test drive today. Check out AudiMadison.com to see current inventory and specials. Start your adventure at Audi Madison today, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
There's a good chance if you watch sports, you're getting served information about hormone optimization. What does that even mean? Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health can tell you exactly what hormone optimization means. He will take your blood work and let you know if it's right for you. If you're feeling sluggish, not losing weight like you used to, you're not gaining muscle like you used to, or you just don't feel like yourself in most aspects of your life, go see Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. In fact, sign up for the 6-week experience so you can see everything that Carbon World Health has to offer, including hormone optimization. Learn more at carbonworldhealth.com.
My name is Rob, and I was seriously injured. When I think of Gruber Law Offices, I think of an honest, hardworking team who will fight to represent you. Couldn't be happier with the call that I made that day.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
When you're having computer problems, you need a company you trust to get things working again, quickly and affordably. Madison Computer Works has been doing that for business and residential customers for decades. Our computer care plans take away the hassle of being without your computer or needing to bring it in for repair. Starting at only $10 a month, our local and friendly techs provide remote help and can fix most problems in just minutes. Call 608-231-8000 and sign up today. Madison Computer Works, computers that work for you.
Prairie Athletic Club is celebrating their anniversary with huge savings. Join the pack now and save $20 per month for your entire first year. And get 3 months of hot yoga free. That's over $300 in savings while you get fit, feel fantastic, and experience all that the pack has to offer. With personalized training, state-of-the-art equipment, and endless classes to choose from, this is the deal you've been waiting for. Don't wait. This anniversary offer won't last. Visit Prairie Athletic Club today or check them out online at prairieathletic.com.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
I think the Milwaukee Bucks are going to win the NBA championship, and Dame Lillard's going to be the MVP of the NBA.
Whoa. Go on.
So I think they're going to have the year this year that everyone thought they were going to have last year.
Okay.
I think they're going to be really good this year, and I think Dame could be sneaky MVP candidate. I know most people think he's done. I don't.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekdays from 5 to 9 on 100.5 ESPN.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
I'm hot like the prodigal son. Big up Bartolini, meeny, money, mo, and flower. You're the chosen one. Feel your left hand free and your right hand grip. With another left and watch you right.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly live from the Everlight Solar Studio. We are presented by Coors Light. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. I kind of want to post the question I asked last segment on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I think you should, because we're already getting texts in on it.
All right, so we're going to post that at Jim, Matt, and Molly. Who would you rather have quarterback a game against the Lions if Jordan Love is out? Malik Willis or Aaron Rodgers?
Chris from Manitowish Waters says, first off, he says, where is Mr. Part-Time Hamilton? I like that name for him. Sorry, I missed the beginning of the show. I would rather have Willis any day right now over Rodgers. All LaFleur needs to do is keep it simple, but put in some run-place design for Willis. He runs a 4.45-40. Is that accurate, Ryan? I don't know if that's true or not.
What did you say?
4.45-40.
440?
4.40.
445. Okay.
Yes, 4.40.
That sounded like
there's a lot of numbers.
That was a lot of numbers, but I'm just saying he listed at 4.45.
Right. I was going to say, no, Molly, it's 437 right now, actually.
It's actually 438, but go ahead.
Okay, anyways. Just turned 438. But yes, I think, 4 or 5. He's super fast, and you saw that in the game.
At some point, though, like he ran that probably at the combine. They don't run. You never run a 40 after your combine. Nobody's ever tracking your 40 after the combine.
Well, we saw him run in the game.
He's fast,
the time when he pulled the ball down on
Yes.
the long play action, juked Trayvon Walker a little bit, too. Like, he's hard to wrangle.
Oh,
for
yeah,
any
he's an
defensive.
athletic, and he's doing a great job, and he's a capable quarterback. But I am sorry, I would imagine, like the most quarterbacks in this league, especially those who have had an opportunity to play and start and be the whole QB, he's got one way to win, and that's the defense plays great. He never has to play from behind, and they can run the ball and use the run to set up the pass, and he never gets put in a position with bad down and distance or bad time and space in the game where you're down 13 in the fourth quarter. You're likely cooked at that point.
And our special teams doesn't bleep up. We've had that happen in the last couple of weeks. Am I right?
Not with our new kicker, though.
2 weeks ago, it was like the actual special teams, though. Remember we were complaining about Jaden Reed and who else was it?
Yeah, he caught a ball in the end zone.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Kicking has been fine. Kicking has been good.
Kicking's been better.
All right, let's get into green and gold blind rankings.
Yes. And speaking of things that have been better or worse, guys, we're still working on this segment, and I found a new angle for it, guys.
Okay.
I think I found a way to make this a little more fun.
All righty.
We've been discussing about what's the best way for me to present these players to you guys. So I picked 3 different players each week, and we present them as a blind ranking for Jim, Matt, and Molly. Today, just Jim and Molly. Now, blind ranking is when I present each player. You have to rank them into 3 categories: good, blah, or meh. And you don't get to know who's coming next before you place each player in their respective rankings, right? Because that's the whole idea of the blind ranking.
Wait, did you say good, bleh, or meh?
Good, meh, or bleh? Sorry. I said
Which
it
one's
out of-
worse? Okay, so bleh is the worst.
Bleh is the worst. Bleh is throwing up. Meh is shoulder shrug.
All
Good
right.
is good.
All right.
So the way I want to present it to you guys this week is I'm either presenting the 3 biggest names for the Packers coming into the game, the guys who we were talking about the most last Friday, or the 3 players who we talked about the most today on ESPN Wisconsin, the 3 big names coming out of the game. All right, guys? So good luck trying to figure out who's who.
Okay.
All right, first one I want to present to you guys. It's a bit of a layup. Jordan Love, good, blah, or meh?
Blah.
That's where my mind went too, even though I don't want him to be there.
Blah, like full on blah. Not even meh.
Who else would be the other 2, though, possibly? Jim.
I don't know. By his standards, it's blah. Like, no touchdowns, just barely 60% completion percentage against Jacksonville.
But who else stunk? Who were we talking about going into this?
That's hard, like, defensively.
Or is it the guys who were talking about coming out? Oh.
Keyshawn Nixon got mossed on a touchdown, but, like, I don't think that's enough to be. I don't remember other specific plays where he looked awful. Edgerrin Cooper looked great. I would imagine he would be a good.
But I'm just trying to think, going into the game.
Now, Christian Watts, nobody put up numbers, but again, that goes back to the quarterback not getting them the ball to put up numbers. So unless we're going with receiver, I don't have anyone that's kind of.
Josh Jacobs?
He was great.
We were talking about him, so he was good, yeah.
I'm going Love.
I'm fine with Love at bleh.
All right, and you already mentioned his name, Molly. Next name I'm bringing up, Josh Jacobs.
Good.
Good or meh?
2 touchdowns. Good.
2 touchdowns, 25 carries, 127 yards.
Yes, I mean.
Good.
Right, I'm trying to think if there's anyone else put in front of him.
There's no way. He was literally the player of the game that they interviewed.
Okay.
There's nobody else better.
Okay.
Tucker Kraft had a hell of a game.
Cooper had what?
Too, right?
Was it a strip sack against Lawrence?
He did.
Like, he had a hell of a football game. But we'll go with Jacobs.
God dang it, it's going to be him.
Who?
Cooper.
Edgerrin Cooper? No, because I'm picking the 3 guys who I think were the biggest names going into the game, not
Okay.
coming out of it.
Okay.
So the last player I give you, Matt Hamilton's guy. Sean Gary is our meh player of the week.
Did you see his little, like, juking thing at the,
you
at
mean
the
his
line?
crossover? When he was trying to fake somebody out?
And then the ball was already 15 yards down the field by the time he even got to the quarterback.
It's like my daughters, like, if I try to play, like, they try to get by me if I'm, like, playing at home, like.
The fake old man stutter step.
All right,
Well,
so
they
we-
do that to me where they're, like, trying to get around me. I'm like, what are we doing here?
The Euro step?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're not getting around.
You're not him. You're not him, dude.
Where do you think he studied? Where do you think he learned that move?
I think it was actually something that Myles Garrett did at one point last year, and in a game situation, same exact thing.
I bet the results were a lot different.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got a sack on
I think
that.
you gotta move forward with it.
Yeah.
Like, that
You
was
can't
the
just be
thing.
standing at the line.
He was just, like, dancing.
Well, because he ran like a stunt where he needed to loop around the other player, and in doing so, he basically just slowed himself down by trying to show off beforehand.
It was so
It's
embarrassing.
like, guy, you have 2 sacks this season.
So, okay, I think that Jordan Love stunk yesterday, but Rashawn Gary just stinks in general.
I was going to say,
So we
Rashawn
should've
Gary should
flipped him.
probably be blah.
Yeah. But I don't hate our list. But if we don't,
It's not the worst list
It's a
we've
blind
had.
ranking, so I'm. Yes, in a perfect world, we're off by 1. But meh for Gary. It's not saying he's good.
He's terrible.
There's no explanation for him not to be blah, if we're being honest.
That's very true.
I will say, if
But
I
it's blind ranking. That's the whole
Exactly.
point of it. We have to respect the blind ranking.
True.
We are not aware of what we're gonna get.
How would you guys feel if I had gone with the 3 biggest names coming out of the game, in which case my 3rd player would have been Malik Willis? Would you have said meh for him?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah.
'Cause he
I
did
mean,
what
I
he was
get it. We
supposed
don't
to?
have any expectations for him, but, like, it's not like he set the world on fire. Jaden Reed's wide open.
He did apparently audible to that play. That was part of him at the line of scrimmage. He changed the play call and actually set that play up. There's something they had drawn up earlier in the week. They threw it out of the playbook.
But he still
and they went back
he
to
didn't
it.
outplay but he didn't outplay Jacobs. But he was better than Love. So meh. I still keep Love last. And so if you switch it to Jacobs instead of Gary, if you switch Willis and Gary,
Yeah, because you can't put him as good and you can't
I
put him
feel
as
better
bad.
about Willis as meh than Gary as meh.
Same. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm fine
Gary,
with that list.
Gary is full blah. He might be the biggest blah player of the season.
Yeah, I mean, like I Jordan Love still needs to live up to his contract, and that's a lot of money he needs to earn, but he's still closer than Rashawn Gary.
Yeah, Quay Walker stinks too.
At least he's got the excuse of being injured right now.
Eric Stokes is garbage. He got taken out of the game, basically.
Yeah, but what were the expectations for Eric Stokes?
I think we were all hoping that he was going to have a comeback year this year if he was healthy, though.
I had no expectations. He was bad before he got hurt.
He was better than he is now.
Yeah, I mean, well, hey, he didn't get paid, what is it, $27 million? Or, well, no, we did the math. How much is a Rashawn Gary sack per season right now? I believe
$48 million or something
his
like that, wasn't
contract
it?
is $24 million per year.
So $12 million a sack.
So $12 million a sack
Okay.
this season. Overall, it's $48 million per the life of the contract.
How do I get a job? No offense, Jim, but how do I get a job that I get paid $12 million to not do my job?
Why? No offense.
No, you get paid $12 million.
Does that mean that I'm not here?
Oh, gotcha. I was like, what do you think I'm getting paid?
I mean, you'd be Matt Hamilton.
What do you think Matt Hamilton's getting paid?
What does Matt get paid to not? What does Matt Hamilton get paid per show per year?
Well, he gets paid in Coors Light.
Yeah,
so.
true.
$12 million worth of Coors Light to him in value of Matt Hamilton dollars.
How many career sacks? Oof. How many years has Rashawn Gary played?
I believe this is his 5th season.
And I know he has injuries in there, but
He had one injury, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it
tore
was
his ACL.
Yeah.
33 and a half sacks career.
Over 5. It's 5 seasons, right?
Yeah, I'm bringing that up right now.
So that's 6-point-something sacks a year?
Yeah, it's not great for the 12th overall pick. It's not what you'd love to see.
2019 was his first year. So this is year 6.
Oh, wow.
5 full
5
seasons.
and a half.
Yeah,
per
5.5
year.
seasons, 33 and a half sacks.
Woof.
Yeah.
Woof.
His best, and I always point this out, he never got double-digit sacks. He got 9.5 in 2021. Then he got hurt. He still played 9 games in 2022. Got hurt. Maybe he would have gotten there. He had 6 sacks in 9 games. But he had flattened out. He had a lot of sacks early, and then he had kind of leveled off. He had 9 last year in 17 games, and he's got 2 and 8 so far this year. That's not
Crazy.
the trajectory you're looking for.
Well, that's what happens when Matt Hamilton is your fan.
Yeah, that is
Matt's
absolutely true. We're going to give away some tickets. We're fans of the Forward.
Right now is your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets for the first home game for the Forward Madison FC team this Saturday, November 2nd at 6 p.m. at Breeze Stevens Field. Caller number 3. You win a 4-pack of tickets for their first home playoff game, 844-770-3776. 844-770-3776. Caller number 3 wins a 4-pack of tickets to the Forward Madison FC game this weekend. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Another chance to make some noise, silenced by a rough 4th quarter. Wisconsin falling to number 3 Penn State 28-13 Saturday night. An opportunity to shine in prime time, but the lights just too bright. Luke Fickell on the Badgers' shortcomings.
You said the same thing, 14-13 to start the 4th quarter. You take it right now because that's the position we want to train ourselves to be in. Unfortunately, we couldn't take advantage of obviously an incredible atmosphere and to finish the thing off and be able to execute when it counts the most.
Wisconsin drops to 5-3 overall and 3-2 in Big Ten play. Next up, another Saturday night slot at Iowa.
Pella's windows and doors feature durable materials, custom colors, and innovative features like shades between the glass. Get 0% interest for up to 36 months at PellaWI.com.
Spooktacular savings are happening right now at Metro Ford of Madison. With 212 new vehicles available for purchase, qualified buyers can get 90 days deferred payments. The 24 Ford F-150 is available with 1.9% APR financing for 66 months. $15.54 per thousand borrowed, plus $3,000 total cash. Check out the 24 Ford Mach-E with 1.9 APR financing for 72 months, plus a free EV charger and home installation. Hurry to Metro Ford of Madison today.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. I joined the Princeton Club because I was looking for a place I could invest in my health, and the environment and the community I have felt has made it so easy for me to incorporate it into my everyday life. It doesn't matter where you're at in your fitness journey because they have something to offer everyone. It also goes beyond fitness. From the moment you walk in the club to the moment you walk out, there is a togetherness felt throughout the members and staff that keeps you going for your better tomorrow. Don't wait any longer and get started on your fitness journey today at PrincetonClub.net. That's PrincetonClub.net.
I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. We've been at the heart of many magical moments, from engagements to weddings to sweet 16s. It warms my heart to be a part of these moments for 40 years with people I consider family. With the highest standards and an eye for classic beauty, enjoy a warm boutique setting at Goodman's Jewelers, where integrity shines in every gem. At 220 State Street, Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store in Madison, since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
At Fleet Farm, we're serious about offering whatever you need at the best prices guaranteed. Big things, little things, everything. Like Diamond Crystal Solar Salt for only $4.79 a bag. Or 25 pounds of black oil sunflower seed for $9.99. And 40 pounds of Litter Delight cat litter is on sale now for just $8.99. And as always, if you happen to find it for less, we'll match it. So stock up on everything you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm. All at the best prices guaranteed.
Get your team ready. Registration for Madison School and Community Recreation's Adult Winter Basketball Leagues is now open. With nearly 200 teams participating, nights will fill up fast. Jesse Nelson here. MSCR Adult Basketball Leagues offer fun for every level of player. 8-week play begins in early January. MSCR welcomes all participants and encourages you to register for the league that best fits your identity and needs as an athlete. For more information and to register, go to mscr.org.
Come see what the buzz is all about at Madison Axe, Madison's state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Enjoy 8 lanes of axe throwing, craft beer, interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard with 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, bar table games, and more. Perfect for date night, groups, corporate meetings, or private events. Madison Axe is your destination for all things fun. Throw it, nail it, celebrate. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today.
Hey, it's Hunter Vaughn. ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see teams making an impact in their community. Nominate your local team today at ESPNMadisonGameChangers.com.
I knew that we were going to be getting engaged soon and needed to do some ring shopping. Heard the radio ads of Chalmers and decided, hey, we should give it a shot at Chalmers.
They were just awesome at accepting us through the door and understanding what she wanted in terms of how she wanted it, and they delivered.
Everybody always is telling me how sparkly my ring is. They tell me that they really like the style of the ring and the setting that it's in. I am ecstatic with it.
Thank you, Chalmers.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. You can find us on our YouTube stream, on ESPN Madison's YouTube. 844-770-3776. Join the conversation. David Deerfield says, Molly, prior to last game and beginning the 2023 season, Quay Walker had 38 more tackles than every other Packer. Isaiah McDuffie, who plays basically the same position, was second. Check the facts, as Jim likes to do. What is David Deerfield trying to say?
I think at one point...
Just because I said that Quay Walker stinks?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
We all agree that
do any of us think
right now for the 22nd pick overall in the 2022 draft, Quay Walker is nowhere close. Heck, Rashawn Gary is closer to his expectations than Quay Walker is his.
Like, we all think that Quay Walker stinks, right? I'm not wrong in this.
I wouldn't say stinks. I would definitely say underperforming, for sure. I feel like linebacker is one of those positions where we as fans, we just don't know what the guy's supposed to be doing a lot of times. And we think guys are missing assignments when really it's somebody else is messing up.
And that's fair, but in the 3-4, he would have had more opportunity to be a playmaker. He never was. And now in the 4-3, it's less to be a playmaker. Forget assignments, seeing missing guys. Tackles is not the metric. Again, go back to Blake Martinez.
Yes,
he tackled everyone. A.J. Hawk tackled everyone. Now, A.J. Hawk's, I get what Ryan's saying. Quay Walker is a guy you could have, like, Edgerrin Cooper is already better than Quay Walker.
Yep.
And Edgerrin Cooper was in the second round. Quay Walker was your first round pick, and that is the problem with Quay Walker. For his position drafted, he's been nothing close to a playmaker. He's a tackler. And I'm sorry, you don't need a tackler. Just look, we can talk about Eric Stokes. Was that first round?
He was first round pick, yeah.
That's a miss. Walker's a miss. Wyatt, mixed bag, because he's, again, he's a solid player, and Walker's a solid player, but for their drafted, you want it more out of them. Now, Wyatt, I think, has done more than Walker.
And he's been injured this year. He was good when he was healthy to start the season.
That's why I'll give Wyatt more than Walker. But as far as like a guy who's done some
it's
things.
tough for Walker when there are guys like Adrian Cooper already showing flashes, and Eric Wilson now looks like a legit guy at linebacker.
Right.
He's been really good.
Exactly. And then you've seen other rookies at even different positions. Now, Buller got burned on play this week, but still, like, he's showing up. Evan Williams is showing up. But David Deerfield, I get your point that Quay Walker doesn't stink, but let's not get caught up in, like, the minutia of it. He is nowhere close to what you want out of where he was picked. He's not Stokes stinky, but he's stinky.
Stinky Stokes.
Should that be how we just grade people in Green and Gold Blind rankings now? Smells good. Does no smell. Stinky.
Smell like garbage.
Yeah.
Hot garbage. What's another? I was watching
Are you just trying to think of things that stink? Like
I was watching
manure?
I forgot I was watching a show and there was a joke here that said it smells like a mermaid gave birth in here.
So funny because it's that new one that's like Grey's Anatomy mixed with The Office because they're talking about somebody heating up tilapia in the microwave.
And they said,
So
let's
funny.
not do that in the break room. It smells like a mermaid gave birth in here.
It's disgusting. How they can like play that in a commercial of like a football
Is that
game?
how we describe Eric Stokes in smell description?
Cut that,
Tilapia in
Ryan.
the microwave?
Mermaid gave birth.
Oh, okay. That too.
Just find that ad, clip the audio, and use it as a drop. Whenever we're talking about Quay Walker, Eric Stokes.
Can you give him it's an NBC show. That's the only direction you're going to get. Just
Yeah.
have at it.
No, I know which one you're talking. I've seen the commercials as well. I know exactly what you're talking about. I couldn't tell you the name of it.
Dennis something.
Oh, yeah. It's like
D-E-N-I-S.
It's like St. Dennis Hospital
Yeah.
or something.
You looked at me like I was like,
Well, I knew it was
Our
I was-
teammate?
No, but I knew it was. I knew it was a medical drama. I just didn't know why Dennis was involved.
that's the name of the hospital.
There
Yeah.
you go. 844-770-3776. How you get into the show? Let's get to Don't Quote Me.
We're not saying it's gonna happen,
Let it ride!
but if it does, then we want credit.
Say that again, because that is an amazing take.
I told you all.
If not, well,
Don't quote me, boy, cause I ain't said.
Yeah, guys, we made our bold Don't Quote Me predictions on Friday, even though I wasn't here for the show. But Riley filled in admirably, and we might as well get started with one of the bigger misses in our Don't Quote Me's this week. Somebody on the panel said Christian Watson would have 130 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns in this game.
Yeah.
Who is that?
That was me. That was a lot of hope. I picked him up in my fantasy league.
What did
I
he
had to-
finish with?
No, did he get 30 yards?
I don't think so.
What are you gonna do? Live by the receiver, die by the receiver. It was
He had a glimpse, right?
I was trying to. This is what happens. I had in the back of my mind the Packers possibly laying an egg against Jacksonville, but I was like, you know what, Jim? Don't let the bad devil win. So I decided to go the other way and just be like, you know what? They're going to kick the snot out of them. I thought it'd be like a 52-17 game like Detroit just put on Tennessee.
I knew it wasn't going to be.
And then it goes back to what is his team. But anyways, yeah, Christian Watson failed me.
Yeah, 4 catches, 39 yards.
Hey.
Not a terrible day, but definitely not 120 yards.
Not second round pick.
130.
But yes.
130 yards.
130
And
yards,
not 2 touchdowns.
No.
No. But speaking of 2 touchdowns, somebody did score 2 touchdowns in the Packers game. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdowns, but they were not 2 receiving touchdowns.
Why do you get so specific? You could have said
I
2
don't know.
touchdowns.
I
are
would
pretty.
have crushed you guys. This whole
I think you did anyways.
little thing that we've been doing
Yeah,
these last
you were
couple
by
weeks.
far the closest.
For sure. I will say I was annoyed every time that I saw that he scored, which makes me sound like a terrible fan. But every time that I saw he scored and that it was a rushing touchdown, I was just like, are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah.
Catch it. Don't run it. Catch it.
Yeah, give him one of those shovel passes that like Travis Kelce catches, or the Penn
Yeah.
State's tight end. Same person.
Yeah, so I feel pretty good about it, but I wasn't exactly 100% right.
No, not exactly. But you were much more right than somebody else who's currently curling up in Canada, who said that Rashawn Gary and Lucas Van Ness would both get a sack in this game. Neither of them got a sack of Trevor Lawrence in this game.
Did the Packers have a sack yesterday?
Well, they had the strip sack with Adrian Cooper.
Yes.
And then I believe they had one other. But yeah, they didn't get a ton of pressure on Trevor Lawrence. And I think you guys mentioned with Riley Yauch producing the show that day that Trevor Lawrence had been sacked 15 times in the first 7 games. So it's not like he wasn't getting sacked a ton.
It's okay. Obviously, jury's way out on Jordan Morgan. But Van Ness, Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt, Eric Stokes, and you got Rashawn Gary working there too.
Wait, Jordan Morgan, he's an offensive
Yes,
line.
but those are first-round picks for the
gotcha.
Packers.
Okay.
Like, there's not a lot of
oomph right now.
Like, right now, though, Morgan's hurt, so obviously that's still way too early. But Wyatt's the only one that's close to living up to his draft position.
The oomph for Goody has come in the second and third rounds the past couple years. Those have been very good.
But it is worth noting, for the most part, the true game changers still need to come from the first round. You can get good players in the second round, absolutely. Adrian Cooper looks like a great player. I'm not saying that,
Tucker
but
Kraft.
Yes, I'm not saying you don't hit the second round, but look, there's still the best teams also hit in the first round.
Yes, you want to hit everywhere at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But there's somebody who wasn't hitting much at all on Saturday. Riley Yauch predicting that Braden Locke, the king of Locktober, would throw 3 touchdowns and 0 picks against the Penn State Nittany Lions.
So Riley's out there right now.
Yeah, I can only
turning
imagine.
as red as his Cardinal Badgers shirt. At least he's supporting the team today.
It's no longer Locktober, right? You can't call it Locktober
Well, this
after
was
the game he
technically the
had.
final game of Locktober.
He locked it something.
Well, it was the garbage game.
Yes, it was. A pick 6 backed up on your own goal line to pretty much
Craptober.
Yeah, pretty much cost him the game. Yeah, now tough. Braden Locke had almost as bad of a game as Jordan Love. Some might even say no. Jordan Love had a much.
Jim might say.
I think even Jim would say that Jordan Love had a better game than Braden Locke.
Yeah. Braden Locke, some of those throws, you didn't know where they were going.
I think he was 22 of 42 in the game. It was. Yeah.
Well, they weren't blocking, whatever.
No, the whole team. We'll get to that in a little bit. But my prediction, I wasn't here on Friday, but I did send a video in. Said the Packers offense was going to hum in this game, actually. It didn't hum. Predicted they'd score 40 plus.
Not far off.
The fact that they scored, it did not feel like they scored 30 points.
Nope.
I'll say that. Not even remotely. I mean, one of those was set up by the strip sack by Adrian Cooper, and then just so many field goals. Gross game. And I also incorrectly predicted that Darnell Savage would be the one to intercept Jordan Love. Ended up being Jerrion Jones or something.
Yep.
A cornerback for the Jaguars. I will say, it was the first time in a while that I have rooted for Darnell Savage in a game where I was like, truly, when he got intercepted, I was not upset that bad that Jordan Love got through a pick. I kind of come to expect that he'll throw a pick once per game at this
You're
point.
just more upset that it wasn't
I was
Darnell
like, why couldn't it have
Savage.
been Darnell Savage? Yeah, I'm rooting for my predictions at this point. But Darnell Savage was actually one of the guys who got cooked on that final play. Jaden Reed catching the wide open pass from Malik Willis. I don't think it was Darnell Savage's fault on that play necessarily, but Darnell Savage got exposed a couple times in the game, as I think we as Packer fans likely expected. But yeah, we all got cooked in Don't Quote Me this week, except for maybe Molly. She lost, but she didn't get cooked.
Yeah, I didn't get cooked. I feel fine. I'm gonna get it exactly accurate one of these weeks.
Can I just we'll get the break here and I'll tell you about Chalmers Jewelers in a second, but I see this stat that comes across and I find it fascinating. Get excited for Monday Night Football, folks. Here's what Trey Wingo tweeted out. Well, the numbers are what they are tonight. Daniel Jones led teams are 1-14 in primetime games. How in the hell has he played that many? Anyways, 0-7 on Monday night games. 0-5 against top 5 scoring defenses after week 5 of the season. So
did you see that in the at least
lose.
last week whenever in like their promos they didn't even have Daniel Jones as the photo.
Who'd they have for the Steelers?
Russell Wilson, I think.
They put Russ in already.
I believe so. I think I saw a picture.
Well, he
it
was
was
playing
literally
last week.
That's fair, I guess.
But it wasn't even Daniel Jones. I don't even know who it
I've
was.
lost all interest in the Steelers as long as Russ is their quarterback.
If it's the
Really?
Yeah.
I actually thought, okay, I wanted to see, I like Justin Fields, so I wanted to see him, and I wanted to see him do good, and also in spite of the Bears. But
The Bears are fine with that move. I just want them to play 60% of the snaps so they can get a 4th-round pick for it.
I do. Yeah, I guess that is part of it. But
Like in
I don't
no
know.
world, there's no Bears fan that's not a lunatic that's pining for Justin Fields.
Okay.
I mean, no. I mean, if you watched him play and you look what happened with the Steelers, like Kenny Pickett is through for more yards per game than Justin Fields did during his time. The Steelers are just a better.
So are you out on take all the draft picks and all that stuff out? But are you out on a player as soon as they leave your team?
No, I like Justin Fields. I'm just saying the Bears fans made the right choice moving off Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Like I don't miss him. as a quarterback.
I just think I would love to see him do really freaking good with another team, and then it's like, well, how come he wasn't like that with us? You know what I mean? It's different too because you do have Caleb Williams. But
right, I wouldn't have felt if he was playing better with the Steelers, I wouldn't have felt bad. But really, what he's just with the Steelers, they're more competent as coaches. So like you're getting the most out of him. But the most out of him was a guy that would probably be 2 touchdowns a game. It could be 2 rushing, could be 2 throwing, and he can play well enough to like usually not lose you a game. But there's not going to be a lot of games where he's going to go win it for you. A different type of game manager. I said this for a long time, even with the Bears. I thought he could have been like a Ryan Tannehill type. And Tannehill had a little run. And Tannehill was obviously played wide receiver in college for a little bit before he went to quarterback. Like he was athletic, made some plays, but never a true on like game changer. I thought they could get that out of Justin Fields. Not initially, I thought there was more, but then as it went along, I thought they could get that out of him, but they never did. And the Steelers are at least playing to his strengths.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm not excited
they're not
for
playing
Daniel Jones.
anything for Justin Fields now.
Well, right, when they were playing him. I think Russ is going to come back down to earth pretty quick. Not against the Giants. They
I don't know.
stink.
Did he really leave Earth in the last game?
I was about to say, did he really leave Earth? Did he leave the atmosphere?
Well, they played the Jets last game. He played for him. That was actually a pretty decent game
compared to
he
his
had
new
his
metrics.
moments for sure.
Yes, and I think he'll have his moments against the Giants tonight because they stink too.
We also were asking that poll question for Aaron Rodgers, and is he the new version of like the washed guy on the second team?
Yeah.
Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers, who's been worse on their second team, or after leaving their first team, I should say.
Probably Russ.
Well, yeah, because
Russ
you
is
had that
already
full
on his
season.
third team. Yeah.
And the Broncos were just garbage.
You can chime in on that, 844-770-3776. Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and Middleton are Madison's custom jeweler, Madison's family-owned jeweler. Visit Chalmers Jewelers in Madison or in Middleton. It's holiday season. Make sure you get that custom gift that will make the difference this holiday season at Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
When you're in the right place at the right time, things get done. The important things, like knowing what you need and how it all works. Talking truck. Fixing it right the first time. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, our people get it done right and now. That's how you know you're in the right place at the right time. And you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet.
Hey, this is former Badger Brad Norton.
It's a fake. Great call and great execution.
You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day, brewed by Coors Light, capturing the spirit of game day in Madison with previews, reactions, and analysis before and after every Wisconsin football game this season. ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. And it was a rather somber ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day post-game after the Badgers fell 28-13 versus the Nittany Lions at home this past Saturday in Camp Randall Field. Badgers led going into the second half 10-7, but Braden Locke throwing a back-breaking pick six ball on his own goal line put the Nittany Lions up 14-10 in the second half, and the Badgers never able to recapture the lead, losing 28-13. Badgers falling to 5-3 on the season before heading out to Iowa. Game under the lights at Kinnick Stadium this coming Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Meanwhile, the Green Bay Packers getting the big win on the road, though not very safe, as the Packers losing quarterback Jordan Love to a strained groin. In the context, Malik Willis able to come in and secure the 30-27 win for Green Bay. Jordan Love currently listed as day-to-day per Matt LaFleur. Second hour of Jim, Matt, and Molly
Metro
right now.
Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. Okay, he's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Okay, a military wife,
You.
a deep sea fisherman,
Jim.
and a lead conductor for an orchestra. That was actually pretty good.
That is pretty
good.
Gabe 27-17, Ben 30-17, Kyle 31-17, Toad Boy 31-14, and is that Dario?
That's Jim Rutledge.
And you skipped right over
Okay,
Molly, too.
31-17.
Molly's there in the
Molly, Kyle, yeah.
So,
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Well, I'm glad I'm not Toad Boy. But,
I believe that they've said on their show that one level above Toad Boy is being called a strophe. Like, that is how much of a toad he is.
he is.
No idea.
He's got a high
Irrelevant.
opinion of himself, though.
Strophe does?
Yeah. I guess being compared to a man that's on TV for a living isn't a bad comp. I'll take that.
Not bad.
I don't know if I look like Dario. Maybe we take my photo.
I want to see.
Not this one. I'm tired today. I'm washed out in this lighting. My nails are fabulous, but otherwise, like, take the actual one that confused Tauscher. You can see if I look like Dario.
That was not Tauscher.
That
That was.
Chimera. See,
It happens to the best of us.
hey, you
Jim.
mixed up Packer Hall of Famers. You mixed up handsome fellas. It happens.
It is a good picture of you.
It is a good picture of me.
Your
Thanks
teeth
to-
are very white.
Yeah, that part I don't think my teeth are that white. I think that's maybe Maddie did a little touch up on
You
that
think she
one.
did Facetune to you? Probably.
I have no idea, but I'll take it. 844-770-3776. How you get into the show? Did we ever post the Aaron Rodgers one on Jim, Matt, and Molly?
It was just posted.
All right, I do want to check that one out. So it got 12 votes already. I'm going to make my quick vote for Malik Willis. Yeah, right now 93% of you say you'd rather have Malik Willis than Aaron Rodgers at
What is there,
quarterback.
3 votes?
Make sure to
Oh,
send that
there's-
one to Matt Hamilton, just to make it sting a
Should
little
have
bit.
just tagged. I'll tag him underneath it right now.
Perfect.
Ryan, where do you fall in that voting? Are you Aaron Rodgers or Malik Willis?
Aaron Rodgers. Like, you guys asked me about it before. I thought you were fully kidding. I think we're still kidding about it. I can't tell if you guys are serious.
I actually don't think I'm kidding at this point.
I think Aaron Rodgers, if he was in a truly competent offense around him, like, I don't think the Jets are a competent offense around
Matt
him.
Hamilton here?
I know, seriously.
I'm just saying that.
Do you want to just keep defending him?
I think Aaron Rodgers is definitely past his prime, and especially with the injuries he's apparently dealing with, which mysteriously a new injury showing up for him every week. Yeah.
What's his other injury now?
He's got like a hamstring issue.
He's
He's got
notorious
ankles.
for that. Remember when he like
He's 45 years old. What do we think?
Well,
I'm just
that's
kidding. He's
true.
actually like what,
40.
41?
He's 40
He's
right
turning
now.
41 in December 2nd.
Yeah, that's true.
But a couple years ago, I think his second last year with the Packers, he like played like, or no, whatever year he didn't win. The last year he didn't win the MVP. At the end of the year, he's like, yeah, I had like a torn knee thing the whole year too. Like he's notorious for that. At the end of a year that wasn't maybe fully up to expectations. He always had good years, but every once in a while, if they weren't all the way there, he'd be like, oh yeah, my thumb was hurt all year.
Well, exactly. I was
didn't
going to say
tell you.
That was
that's
real.
the one that
I know, but like the knee one, I remember was like, oh yeah, my knee was hurt all
My
year.
knee.
Yeah.
But that was his last year too, though. Was the whole thumb because he hit it on a helmet in London against the Giants, and then it was like, well, if you're gonna blame your poor play on it, how come you don't just sit out and let it heal? I don't know.
Didn't want to go to Jordan Love. Knew he'd be
Mm-hmm.
Wally pipped.
Yeah, at the time.
Yep.
We also asked the question, are you confident the Packers can beat the Lions if Malik Willis starts at QB? 52% of you say, yeah, feel good with Willis. 47% of you say, no, need Love to win. 47% of you are correct. Little Frenchie chimes in, the Packers aren't winning regardless of the QB. Lions 34, Packers 14. I wouldn't pick that score if Jordan Love plays. Well, you know what? A non-healthy Jordan Love playing, I wouldn't put that score completely past him. It's early. I got to look into everything, but I do feel regardless who plays for the Lions, they're going to win this game.
Robin Madison, Ryan says, don't be a toad.
Ribbit. Wait, why did he say that to me?
Because you're being a toad.
How?
An Aaron Rodgers toad.
Oh, an Aaron Rodgers
At least I think
toady.
you're being
Toe?
an Aaron.
A toe? The
But
toe.
COVID toe?
He really. What is his like funniest injury just in his career? The toe, the thumb.
The knee was funny in his interview.
My knee.
My knee.
He's
it was so good. So good.
He's exhausting. Like, it's one of those things where he's one of those people, and there's a few of them out there, we can think of them off the top of our head, that throws so much crap against the wall and says so many crazy things and is so unhinged that you at some point you're like, I can't even keep track of all the lunacy that comes from Aaron Rodgers. Like, think about
I'm trying to think of other people.
Almost traded to 49ers. So there's one that should come to your mind pretty quickly. Always traded to 49ers. COVID toe, immunized, the darkness retreat. Even yesterday, he said something about got to be prepared for the darkness.
He's such a dork.
Such a dork. Remember for a hot minute, he maybe was going to be Robert Kennedy's running mate.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have because that was a really short campaign. So, there is, it's nonstop insanity with him that you throw so much crap against the wall, you can't even keep track of it. If you had a football card, it would just be full of insane things that Aaron Rodgers has done. 844-770-3776. How do you get into the show? We're going to talk some Badgers on the other side. And speaking of the Badgers, it's college football season. So let me tell you about your opportunity to go to the Boca Bowl. And let me tell you, Boca Raton, Florida, in December is amazing. If you're looking to get away this winter, now is your chance. Our friends at Coors Light are giving away a Florida experience this December, and you could win. This trip for two includes an airfare, hotel voucher, club-level tickets to the Boca Bowl on Wednesday, December 18th, and exclusive access to events surrounding the Boca Bowl. All you have to do is order an ice-cold Coors Light and scan the QR code at any of the following locations: Draft House, Paoli Pub, Scotty Bar, Red Zone, and Wando's. Winners will be announced on Wisconsin College Game Day, Friday, November 29th. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Do you feel like it's impossible to lose weight on your own? We know the secret to losing weight and keeping it off long-term without drugs or injections. At MadisonWeightLoss.com, many clients lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two with our staff support and accountability. And we do that without prepackaged meals, no exercising, no hormones, no injections, drugs, or surgery. Go to MadisonWeightLoss.com now.
Hi, it's Jesse Nelson. Over the 60-day program that I experienced with Madison Weight Loss, I was able to lose 40 pounds and learn healthy habits that I can incorporate for the rest of my life. I can't recommend Madison Weight Loss enough. It has been such an amazing experience transforming my lifestyle thanks to their expert coaching.
To learn about our program, go to MadisonWeightLoss.com and schedule your free private phone consultation. Our staff will walk you through our entire program, talk about your health goals, and see if it's a good fit for you. Call 608-774-7241 or go to MadisonWeightLoss.com to schedule your free phone consultation now. That's MadisonWeightLoss.com. Results may vary.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bar of the Week. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy $2 Miller High Lifes and High Life Lights. To celebrate our love for dive bars, we are going to tell you about some of our favorites, including one featured dive bar that will offer $2 High Lifes and High Life Lights for the week. Taste the champagne of beer in its natural environment. A delightfully different dive bar in Wisconsin, like the Nitty Gritty in Sun Prairie, Caribou Tavern, R&J Saloon, and the Keg in DeForest.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and lease a 2025 Honda CR-V Hybrid Sport all-wheel drive for as low as $359 per month. Or browse their vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
Forward Madison FC has made the playoffs. Join us at Breeze Stevens Field on November 2nd at 6 p.m. as the Mingos host their first ever home playoff match. Be a part of history and bring the energy as we pack the stadium and get loud for the boys in pink and blue as they begin their playoff campaign. Bring out your whole flock and try our family special and get a match ticket, a meal, and an FMFC scarf for only $21 each. Get your playoff tickets now at forwardmadisonfc.com.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Get ready for a festive season at the Bruce Company in Middleton. Jim Rutledge here. The Bruce Company Garden Center has packed their calendar with fun events for your whole family. Kickstart the holiday and visit their Autumn Artesian Fair. They also have exciting events like Ladies Night Out, a visit with Icelandic horses and snowy owls, and of course, their reindeer fly-in and holiday open house. Mr. and Mrs. Claus will even be landing for a visit at the Bruce Company. So join in the fun this holiday season. Learn more about their upcoming events at brucecompany.com.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Matt Hamilton here to tell you about my friends at Revive Restoration. Nobody plans for accidents to happen, but when they do, you can count on Revive to be professional, efficient, and detail-oriented as they make things right again. Revive Restoration.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on ESPN Madison. You can go check us out on YouTube at ESPN Madison. 844-770-3776. That's how you get into the show. Want to tell you about our friends at Carbon World Health. You've heard Jim talk about them with his experience with their fitness training, their semi-glutide, all that. They've got their new location in the Prairie Lakes Shopping Center in Sun Prairie. It's their new state-of-the-art facility, and it'll feature all of their innovative services, including Botox, hydrofacials, M-Sculpt, IV therapies, and so much more. Stop in to get started on your health and beauty journey today. Tell them Molly from Jim, Matt, and Molly sent ya.
Sorry, I got distracted looking at this stupid Rashawn Gary crossover move before the... Goodness gracious, what a dumbass move there. Now, they're showing better players doing it, but, like, Rashawn's bad. Like, you can't do that.
It's embarrassing.
She's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors. Like, Riley Yoke was at the Badger game. So was I. So was Primetime Wollersheim. And I'll tell you what, fellas, it was a hell of a game until that pick six. It was a vibe.
That it was. I was in the student section, off the charts.
Molly's got some heat for you, but
well,
go tell us your experience first.
Okay, so first off, I thought the student section was about as good as it was against Alabama. The energy off the charts. It filled up moderately quickly. It was full by the start of the second quarter, which I was happy with. And they did Build Me Up Buttercup, as we just heard early, which I appreciated. So we got to do a whole extra verse this time, did with plenty of time to spare. It was great. And yeah, up until... I believe the pick six, mid fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It was full.
The jump round was great.
First time since becoming a student that I have never seen people leave after jump around. First time.
That you haven't seen them.
That I haven't.
Because when was the pick six? I can't remember.
Middle of the third quarter, 6-7 minutes left.
Okay.
You felt like you had a chance. Now, I was in the touchdown club, so I saw what Braden Locke saw, and I wouldn't have made that throw. I mean, like, nobody was open. I don't know. Like, you saw the ball leave his hand, you're like, oh, I hope the guy drops it. Like, it was bad. And then he just walked right into the end zone. Yeah. I will say, I agree with you on the vibes. Molly said she watched it on TV, and a touchdown club's not even as good as the student section as far as, like, fully being in the aura of the stadium. Mm-hmm. I do like touchdown club. Because it's a lot easier to get drinks. It's a lot easier to find a bathroom. It's right there. So those are two major things. But
you just sounded very old saying that.
I don't care.
I'm not gonna lie. It was very easy to find a bathroom. I didn't have to wait in line.
I didn't have to wait in line for drinks. Those go hand in hand. If I don't have to wait in line for drinks, I gotta have quick access to the bathroom.
There's a very long line outside the student section gate for Coors Lights. I did see it outside.
Gotcha.
And so I want to. I love Build Me Up Buttercup. They played it early. Sweet Caroline, they rushed it. Is that a new thing?
It was like a remix.
Yeah, it was like
a song. It was
a club mix. Yeah. I don't like that.
Not a fan of that song.
Because I like the old school Build Me Up Buttercup, Sweet Caroline, and obviously the jump around. But I like those traditions there. I thought the game was a good vibe. I want to get to the student section, but Ryan, you were there too with the fam.
So I was there with the family.
Did you go with all 15
met,
people that were at your apartment this weekend, or
I
no?
met Papa
Not all
Wollersheim.
15. No, yes.
Oh,
Jim
nice
did
fella.
meet. Jim
Fun.
did meet Donald Wollersheim, who you may have seen in the ESPN Madison fantasy league, because I still do
yes.
have my name under his account. Anyways, yes, the whole family came. It was really just me, my brother, my mom, my sister-in-law, my dad, and then my mother's cousin and her husband. They were both Penn State fans. So we brought a couple of enemies into Camp Randall. Although I will
Gotcha.
say there was a good contingent of Penn State fans
I
at the
figured
game.
there would be.
They travel well.
In the stadium, there wasn't a ton, but in Madison that weekend, there were a ton. I was right next to the student section, actually, right on sort of the northwest corner of the stadium. There, Section I, Riley, if you know. Yeah,
Okay. So near Section K.
Yeah, near Section K. There you go.
Okay. Yep.
There you
Right
go.
by Section J. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, math.
For sure. So I just have a couple questions because, like Jim said, I watched it on TV. I was not as privileged as all you three to be able to go
You
to the
could
game.
have gone to the game. Like, stop
I
acting.
don't know if I could have made it. Honestly, I mean, I'm surprised I made it through the whole game on
I'm just
TV.
saying that was a personal choice.
It was a personal
Yes,
choice.
yes,
Don't get me
yes.
wrong. Long day when you're almost 8 months pregnant, whatever I am at this point. But first things first.
Yes.
Is it weird to be in the student section when you're not a student anymore? That is my number one question.
No, I'm still close enough. I feel right at home. Tons of my friends were in the student section as well. I met up with some of my friends who are still in undergrad. I didn't feel weird at all.
Okay.
Maybe I've even brought, when I was a student, I'd bring my dad into the student section. He still had a great time. I've seen grandparents in the student section.
Wild.
I think the student section's very welcoming as long as you're in the right colors.
Okay, fair enough. But here's my thing. So I
As
watched
long as
on-
you're in the right colors, jeez.
Yeah, if you were wearing navy blue last night in the student section, you were getting harassed.
Wow. I'm painting out Badgers fans not to be Midwest nice. Come on, what
Not
is
the
this?
students. The
The
student
students?
section's job is not to be nice. That's for the rest of the crowd. The
Student
student section's job is to
you're,
be mean.
you're going into the Badger den there.
That's fair. Okay.
But
There's a seat of Badgers.
Seat, as we discussed, yes.
I thought it was a set.
Yeah,
Set.
I think
Set.
the pronunciation
Set
is a
of
set.
Badgers.
Set.
But I just think just watching it on TV, it did not look as vivacious as I thought it was going to be. Like you said, the student section was not full. Like it was halfway full that it was almost embarrassing.
Did you see Chrissy's Twitter account?
Yes. Can you?
What?
Yeah. So Chrissy Birdsall, obviously part of ESPN Madison, put on a Twitter account. It was picked up by a few different places
Okay.
as far as pointing it out. But Riley, you can kind of share a little bit too. I've heard of this for a while. There is a legit excuse, and it is a stupid issue that needs to be solved. Yes. Could the kids show up earlier and then did they get in earlier? Yeah, but you're asking college kids to show up to a game the time I wouldn't show up. I
Which
wouldn't
I
show up to a
understand.
game an hour early. You're really asking them to show up an hour early to be truly in the student
Oh, dang.
section.
I see her tweet.
Yep.
So, but Riley, go ahead and explain what happens.
Yeah, so when you get to the game, the students have one gate, gate 5. I believe the rest of the crowd has 10 or 11 gates they can go through. So you have, 8 to 10,000 students trying to get into the game. Most of them arrive between a half hour before kickoff until kickoff. So then they're all funneled in through one gate where they have to go through security. They got to get the scans and whatnot, make sure they don't have anything dangerous. Then they have to scan their ticket. Then they have to get funneled into. They only give out certain sections at a time. So when you get there, they may only be giving out sections O and P until those tickets run out. And then they'll give out K and J, which is why it fills in really weirdly.
Yeah.
And you can see certain chunks aren't full and some are. So then you have to go through that gate. And then you got to walk up the stairs to get to, I'm usually sitting O and P. There's 2 gates to get into O and P. So then you're log jammed into the hallway, and it's just like what's the term here? A crowd crush, essentially. You're pressed up against the walls, you're stuck in there, and you're in single file line. Then you have to show your ticket to the security guard, who's typically just a D3 athlete fundraising for his school.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. So then you have to show them your ticket. And then they let you in, and then they file you in single file. The security guards put you in one by one so they can cram you in and fill as much space as possible. And then you can watch the game. So it's an agonizingly slow process.
Because it looks bad. Like, it
And
looks
takes
bad
the
on
vibes
TV.
out of the
Yes.
out of the students
Yes.
as well.
And it's like, okay, half of that whole entire section of students is completely empty.
Yeah,
that like, okay, that's where the team runs out.
It looks terrible.
It doesn't.
It looks terrible.
On TV, it doesn't sound loud.
But
It's not
this
one of
isn't-
those stadiums that like you see the fans getting like riled up and everything. And they even had a good entrance song.
Yeah, it's not a stadium. It's not like a modern stadium where it's designed to hold in sound. So like you really do have to bring it. And it is surprising to me because the athletic department, they haven't done it as much, but for a long time there was a lot of old, now retired sports writers that love to chastise the student section for not showing up when they should have been fully aware, because media comes in right next to the student section. So like you see it. Now, I didn't know the full details of it, but you see them coming really slow. You see it get really jammed up. You see a handful of kids crying underneath the bleachers as they get put into Camp Randall jail. Gus Yeldon being one of them. But like,
have you ever been in there?
I've not been put in Bucky jail. No, I've heard the stories. But
yeah,
I've not
as you
been put in
walk,
Bucky
it's
jail.
like as you walk in and get for the media, you walk in and then you'll walk right by the Bucky jail.
Right.
It's scary.
Wait,
in
do
there,
you
guys.
really? Because I've definitely walked in there. I just
Well,
didn't even
maybe
realize.
there was nobody rounded up at that point. And maybe they've changed it. I guess I haven't gone this year for media, but
Yeah.
I went to a game last year in media. No,
They
I
don't necessarily have the temporary Bucky jail over there anymore. They have an actual room for it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And were you put in there?
A little more humanitarian.
Making
these
it more
days.
intimate. Jim, I had one more question for you, though. Yes. What the hell was up with your jacket?
What do you mean?
What was that?
People love my
no,
jacket.
what? Like, that was the... I didn't even realize it was you
That
in the
jacket's
first picture
slapped.
that I saw of it.
Styling. Yeah.
You should have maybe been slapped in that jacket. That was a atrocious jacket. Where did you buy this?
It's
And
on-
when did you have it?
It's on YouTube, right?
Yes, you can
Yes,
see it on the
ESPN
YouTube
Madison
stream.
YouTube
Yes.
stream. Jim,
It's on
after
my-
Braden Locke's pick 6, by the way.
Yes, it's the Coors Light photo folded over my the Coors Light hat folded over my face photo. Not great. The jacket, I don't think I purchased it. I believe
hope
it was. So now I'm gonna make you feel bad.
Oh, okay.
It was a gift for my I guess grandfather-in-law, who was a huge Badger fan.
Oh.
I don't think I ever really fit him, but after he passed, they gave it to me. I mean, again, it's not like nostalgic because I'm like, you ever wore it?
Yeah.
Because it was too small. But it's been hanging in my closet. I think it's from like Walmart. It's very thin.
And you were like, I'll just bust it out for this game.
Why not? Number 3 team in the country in town. Could have, playoff implications if the Badgers had won. I'll tell you, depending on the weather. Again, also, it's hard to wear because sometimes it's too warm for it, or you don't want to wear it with shorts. It looks extra ridiculous. And then other times it's too cold. So if I had the hat on and I had gloves on and I had an Iron Jock undershirt and then a blue long sleeve shirt and then FAU shirt. Yes.
I was going to say, I noticed the FAU shirt as soon as I saw you at the tailgate.
Yeah.
Wait, you were wearing it. Wait, which FAU shirt? Your red one?
No, blue. It was a blue shirt
The
underneath.
blue one with the owl right on the left part
You
of
were
the chest.
wearing a blue shirt when we were playing Penn State.
Oh, I was just trying to look good.
Wait, was this Jim Rutledge's fault that we lost?
It was.
Potentially.
He was wearing navy blue.
Is Jim a jinx?
So I was trying to wear.
Him and Tausch.
I was trying to look good because red on red that doesn't work.
Oh, if you're
If
gonna
they're the
go
same
for it,
color,
just
right?
go for it.
Yeah, but I washed myself out. I gotta look good. I look good in the jacket.
Wash
It
yourself out.
actually fit me well.
The red just makes me look more red.
Yeah, that's most of us Wisconsinites.
But when in Rome, I was bringing it. So like
When
I
in
was
Camp
bringing
Randall.
the vibes.
Were ya?
Bringing the boom, some would say.
I got no less than 5 compliments on the jacket.
Did your daughter see you before you left the house?
No, but they like the photos.
Oh, okay.
But apparently my FAU thing stands out because Nola pointed out when you're wearing your owl shirt, she saw so apparently that stood out with the jacket
There
because
you
she
go.
noticed it.
It was a little noticeable. I will say, was it more disappointing Jim's jacket or the Badgers' loss?
Badgers loss.
I had another. The
Not
jacket's nice.
All right, Jim's jacket was fine.
He's gonna wear it tomorrow to the office.
Sure. Yeah, I'll bring it to the office.
I'll bring it to the office. It'll hang on my chair.
Well, I have. There's a partner coming to town, and I'm gonna clean my nails off. I'm not gonna wear this stupid jacket like a partner meeting, but I'll have it at the office. I'll wear it
Come
otherwise.
on.
I just don't want to wear
You're
it.
not a real fan.
Yeah.
Not a real fan.
They're a Badger fan. Maybe I'll wear it. Our good friends at Daniels Construction. They're coming to town. Sam's a Badger fan, so maybe we'll just do that. But thank you, Riley, for hopping on. We gotta throw some stones. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offer the Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
There's a clear choice for U.S. Senate. Career politician Tammy Baldwin wasted trillions of dollars and created crushing inflation. Baldwin opened our borders and gave taxpayer benefits to illegal immigrants. And she voted to put men in girls' sports. Businessman Eric Hovde will stop inflation, secure our border, and defend our Wisconsin values.
I'm Eric Hovde, candidate for U.S. Senate, and I approve this message. Join my team and give today.
Visit WisconsinVictoryJFC.com to give today. Paid for by Wisconsin Victory Committee.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's original craft vodka. In 1995, Tito Beveridge built his very own distillery and put his life savings into it. Since then, he's won the unanimous Judge's Choice Double Gold Medal at the World Spirits Competition, the Chairman's Trophy for World's Best Vodka Tonic, and many others. Tito's Handmade Vodka is still made on the same land where he started it, all in Austin, Texas. Distilled from corn and gluten-free. Visit us at Tito'sVodka.com for recipes, videos, and more. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 10 million users. Mark Toscher here, excited to tell you all about Prize Picks, the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. All you do is pick more or less on a 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Get in on the daily action with your friends and become part of the Prize Picks community today. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. Prize Picks is the best way to win real money this football season. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on Prize Picks. Sign up today. Get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Download the app today. Use code WI to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Use code WI to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. That open throws me a little bit because that was the old open for the jump around.
That is weird. Did you know that, Ryan?
I did. That's why I like to keep playing it as much as possible.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna mess
Want to
with
throw
my
him
head.
off.
You're messing with my head, man. There's
Mayberry,
a few songs.
Mayberry.
I'm trying to think. There's an Allman Brothers song. I'll have to look up the name of it, but that was the open when Scalzo and I did a show together for a little bit, and so
On the Rocks?
No, I did not. It was Madison's game night when we did On the Rocks. Yes, that's what we
Were
took.
you a game show host? What were you?
We didn't have choice of the name.
Oh, okay.
But we did get our show on at 5 o'clock back then.
Okay.
Just
Why
in
did you
Madison.
just look at me? Could you hear me swallow?
Sorry. Get this show 844-770-3776. I've hosted Madison's Baseball Tonight with Gabe Neitzel.
That sounds horrendous.
Thank you.
Baseball.
It was a pregame show that aired before we carried the Mallard games.
Oh, okay.
So then
Apologies.
Gabe and I got a chance to host that. That was exciting. Then I believe my next show was, Trenches, obviously.
Ah, yes.
I did Trenches for a long time with Tarek and Derek. That was show number 2. Then I took over the Pat Richter show.
I was around for that.
And then I believe the Pat Richter show became the Badger Hour. So I had the Badger Hour and the Pat Richter show. So, and then it was Scalzo and I 6 to 7. We were so electric. We got 5 to 7. And then I transitioned roles. So then I had to go off the air for a little bit. So I just did Trenches, game. Oh, yeah, I also did Game Day. All the game days. So then I just did Trenches, Richter, and Game Day. And then, obviously, I hosted a investment show. I also hosted a construction show, but then I hosted, now I'm trying to remember them all. So then I went back to, then a show
Great
called...
radio talking about radio.
Yes.
Is Jim just giving us his resume?
Then I hosted a show that was taped, but I did the open live, but then it was like a best of ESPN Madison. And Prep Mania, obviously I hosted that for a long time too.
You do play-by-play?
Yeah, I did. I would be electric. Jesse doesn't let me do it. I'm good at play-by-play.
Maybe there's a reason he doesn't let you do it.
Yeah, because he's a nerd. He like nerds out, like takes, with all due respect.
Are we sure there's respect here? Let's hear it.
I think we could take some of like the state championship games a little less serious. Like we could have some fun with it. I think me, you, and Matt calling a game for the state football would be great.
I would. I did sideline for it last year.
Because
it was fun.
Let's look at this for a second here. And then,
You think you would actually be able to put in the time and dedication to study rosters for local high school games?
I did it
right
before.
now at this point in time.
Yeah, one game. It'd be like Jordan come out of retirement. I mean, I call Prep Mania games here on ESPN Madison.
Okay.
I actually was a part of the Channel 3000 call once in a while on the TV broadcast. Jay Wilson. I was a color analyst then. I was not play-by-play. I did Mallards baseball here on the station, so like I did college basketball. I was better at basketball than football, but I called playoff games. Now I'm going full-on old man. My first year here, Gabe Neitzel and I called all 7 games of the state football title.
All 7? Back to back to back? Did you guys flip-flop?
No, Gabe was better at play-by-play. So, you know Gabe. Gabe's electric at play-by-play.
Yeah.
So maybe we flip-flop, but I believe he did the majority of them. So yeah, we did all 7. I think we did that 2 years.
I don't even know how you have a voice after that.
Didn't. The next day was hard. And so, but also the hard part was like we had to handle the pre and post and the in between. So like we had, I think Dennis Semrau and other would bring us down like a hot dog.
I was gonna say a lot of glizzies and hot chocolate consumed in that camp.
Yeah, exactly. Because like literally like to try to go to the bathroom, we had to run out in commercial break.
That's insane.
But yeah, we did all 7 games. So, and we walked uphill both ways. Killed a bear with the spiral in our notebook. So that's that's the story of Gabe Neitzel and I.
Now, what's your current role at ESPN Madison? Would you like to enlighten us with that?
I just host shows.
You don't want to promote your new show that you have?
Oh yeah, I got the Jump Around Primetime Time. God, I host a lot of shows. I hosted the Jump Around podcast. Good Lord, what would you guys do without me? No, I did the Jump Around podcast. I do the Jump Around show now. YouTube Thursdays 12:30. A little behind the scenes. Can you put that on my calendar? I'm going to forget. I've almost forgotten before.
Come on.
Please.
You get so mad at me when I put things in your
But
calendar.
I need that on my calendar.
Okay.
But
Ryan's
anyways.
your personal assistant now, too.
Really? I get yelled at when I put stuff on his calendar. When I don't, he's like, come on, you got to help me out.
844-770-3776. Tommy T, remembering shows I can't remember now. But yes, 12:30 on Thursdays, and you can listen back to Wisconsin on Demand, Apple, Spotify, and those great places. It's on YouTube, live at 12:30 and otherwise. And that's all that's kept me busy here on ESPN Madison. We're going to do Throwing Stones the next segment now because I just filibustered that segment all the way.
It was well worth it, Jim.
Into the ground. There's the picture of me and Dario. Look.
Where?
On Jim, Matt, and Molly. I'm going to say this with all due respect, Dario. I think I look better.
Is that all due respect to him?
Okay. He's a handsome fella. I'm more handsome.
Should we ask Jen Latta?
I was about to say, the fact that Chewy got Jim confused with Dario on a show that Jen also hosts makes it almost twice as funny.
That part twice? I'd say like 10 times as funny.
You heard in the open we played at the beginning of the second hour.
Yes.
She started cackling, laughing after Chewy confused you with Dario.
Well, because it's hilarious. I don't know, it'd be the equivalent of like Matt and me confusing Molly with Jen Hamilton. Like, is that Jen? They're both blonde.
I was saying, me and Matt look alike. We could be related.
So wait, who on the show is the most generic looking? We talked about who had the most generic sounding name. All right, well, Jim just took that one.
Yeah.
Ryan, you kind of are too. I mean, I am too.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the hosts initially, but yeah, I guess if you're throwing me in there, I mean, look, I need to look generic for a reason. I gotta keep it secret.
You guys are just generic looking white guys.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, Matt, here's the problem with Matt. He tries so hard to be different, he's fallen into a generic bucket. So, like, if you put him on, like, a specific block in Madison, he'd blend in with everyone else.
At the farmer's market,
yes.
he's blending in.
For sure.
On Mifflin Street, like, yeah, you're not, nobody knows who Matt Hamilton is. Like, you put Matt in certain places, he's going to blend right in.
At a forward game, honestly.
Exactly.
True.
You put Matt at a Packer game, even though he stands out a little bit. Badger game blends in a little bit more. A little more of a college crowd.
Well, at a Packers game, he'd probably have like a Matt Hamilton like jersey on.
Well, that's
or
the thing.
something.
Totally would.
Yeah, when he went to the Badger game last, he wore a Matt Hamilton hockey jersey.
You say last year he wore that like 3 weeks ago to our tailgate.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
All the time.
He wears it.
Matt Hamilton pretends the jerseys are worn because he likes to show them off. It just wants everyone to make sure that he knows, that everyone knows that's Matt Hamilton.
I'm a nut.
Because, like, here's exactly how I think it would happen. And I would say this. I think Matt is famous enough that if you looked at him, you'd be like, I feel like I might know that guy. And then when you see the Matt Hamilton on the jersey, you're like, that's Matt Hamilton. Like, you know, like, that would be how it gets there. And if it's not Matt Hamilton, the person pretending to be Matt Hamilton should be embarrassed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you went up to somebody like, hey, are you Matt Hamilton? Because they're wearing an M. Hamilton jersey and they tried to look like Matt and it wasn't Matt, that person should be humiliated.
Could just be Mr. Hamilton.
M.
Hamilton?
Who's Mr. Hamilton?
I don't know. Matt's dad.
Mr.
Mark.
Hamilton goes to Washington, isn't that?
Matt's dad. I mean, you tell he's his dad, but otherwise.
Yeah, no, obviously.
Yeah, otherwise not so much looking the same.
I will say, Dario Melendez did just respond to our tweet at Jim, Matt, and Molly. Said one of the nicest compliments he's ever received.
Ditto.
Okay.
He's on TV. I said it earlier. If I'm getting compared to a guy that on TV, like,
yeah, that's pretty good.
I'll take that.
He gave you a winky face too.
Hey, all right. Ryan's getting emojis from possible guests, and I'm getting winky faces.
I was about to say, he didn't quite hit you with the emoji, Jim, but he could give you a thumbs up next time.
Why did Robin Madison say that you're going to get an eyebrow tattoo tomorrow?
Excuse me? Wait, what?
I don't know. Robin Madison
because
said...
you're going to maybe shave your eyebrows so you don't leave hair behind?
What?
Right,
like if you're trying to be...
If he's trying to be a serial killer?
Yes. You don't need... You want to leave behind
less
body
DNA.
hair.
I think he's just saying I need to change up my look, like once a week or so, maybe. I'm not...
I don't think you can change your look if you get a permanent tattoo.
Can you make yourself always surprised, though, if you do get eyebrows?
Oh, just shave them off and just look shocked?
Just one. Or you could go with The Rock all the time.
With The Rock? Oh, The Rock.
Yeah, the one eye. The Rock does like one eyebrow up. Like, it's like
So should I just get rid of one eyebrow?
Yes.
There you go.
Get it lasered off and then just get a tattoo on there. And be like,
You could go the Anthony Davis unibrow.
No.
Like the V.
Well, I can't artificially make a unibrow, though.
no, but you can get it tattooed.
Why not?
Oh, get that
That's what I'm saying.
tattoo.
Yeah, you make the you can just tattoo the uni in there.
I'd rather get, like, shave off one eyebrow and then make the other one, like, a barbed wire eyebrow or
Ooh,
something.
there you go. Yeah. You could do like the
wire.
old school. They did this like the '90s hip hop artists. Like you put a couple lasers in the little tiger stripes in your eyebrows.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say make it like the candy cane thing, like on a barbershop. That doesn't make sense. Oh, you know what I do? I'll make it so that everyone knows I'm Matt Hamilton's producer. I'll just make a mustache on. I'm where my other eyebrow is.
Is there a way that you can make people know that you're Jim Rutledge's assistant, too?
Get JR in one eyebrow, MH in the other.
Please do not get MB tattooed anywhere on
I
your
will
body.
do. I was not thinking about it, I promise.
He was thinking about it.
Nope. Definitely wasn't.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit CondonJeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Pizza Hut's wings are the best thing to happen to pizza night since, well, pizza. Introducing Pizza Hut's new Big Boneless Wing Bundle. For only $15.99, enjoy 16 crispy boneless wings in 2 different flavors, 2 dipping sauces, and a double order of fries. The wings are sauced and tossed to perfection and available in 9 flavors like honey barbecue, garlic parmesan, and sweet chili. It's the perfect bundle for game days, girls' nights, family night, or any tailgate party. Order now on the Pizza Hut app or at pizzahut.com.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bar of the Week. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy $2 Miller High Lifes and High Life Lights. To celebrate our love for dive bars, we are going to tell you about some of our favorites, including one featured dive bar that will offer $2 High Lifes and High Life Lights for the week. Taste the champagne of beer in its natural environment. A delightfully different dive bar in Wisconsin, like the Nitty Gritty in Sun Prairie, Caribou Tavern, R&J Saloon, and the Keg in DeForest.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. Our years of experience have prepared us to guide you through your life transitions. Our local professional team brings over 90 years of collective experience in the wealth management industry for the benefit of our clients. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started on your financial future today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because they never charge over the MSRP.
It started with a prediction.
Go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. I joined the Princeton Club because I was looking for a place I could invest in my health, and the environment and the community I have felt has made it so easy for me to incorporate it into my everyday life. It doesn't matter where you're at in your fitness journey because they have something to offer everyone. It also goes beyond fitness. From the moment you walk in the club to the moment you walk out, there is a togetherness felt throughout the members and staff that keeps you going for your better tomorrow. Don't wait any longer and get started on your fitness journey today at PrincetonClub.net. That's PrincetonClub.net.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Man, I got this right. My head up to my back. You know I'm popping tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag.
The theme song of my adopted team, the Chiefs, undefeated. Don't they do this at the Chiefs games?
Ugh, yeah.
Chiefs win. What do you got against the Chiefs? They're 7-0.
Exactly. That's what I got against them. I don't want them to keep winning. I don't want them to win another Super Bowl.
Did you hate the Patriots then too?
Not hate. They were just like, blech. I don't care. I don't hate the Chiefs. It's just like, you know.
So here's the thing, and it's a fine line. It's Jim, Matt, and Molly. She's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge. Primetime Waller, shine behind the glass. We can get to throwing stones in 1 second here, I promise. But the thing with the Chiefs and like the Patriots, I'm for greatness. So either win. I hate like if you win like one, and then don't win one for a while. Like I want like the Warriors. Like I get behind them. One, they play a beautiful style of basketball in their heyday, and then they were winning the majority of the titles in like a 5-year window. And like that's exciting. Like, I want the Bucks to win a title, but if the Bucks don't, I would love to see Celtics Denver again in the NBA Finals. I would love to see Bucks Denver in the NBA Finals because I like sustained greatness. And maybe it's because as a Bulls fan, I got to see 6 rings in 8 years and 6 full seasons of Michael Jordan. Last 6 full seasons, he won 6 titles. Like, I like that. And so I even if it's not my team, I'm kind of for it. But I hate the in-between greatness. So it's more of like, if you're 1-1 every 4 or 5 years, then whatever. But if you're like truly have a chance at greatness, then I like it.
If it's Packers, do you want to see it?
Obviously
Let's
not.
go.
Obviously not. All right, let's throw some stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out.
I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
Yeah, guys, we all know whether it's hot, cold, or just chill, every host deserves a chance to get out their best take of the day. That's why we leave this segment in hour 2 of every show. Today, Jim and Molly will each get 45 seconds to get out their best take of the day. I'll decide whose take was better and crown them as today's chill champion. Jim Rutledge, why don't you start us off? 45 seconds on the clock now.
First, Matt Hamilton would take Malik Willis. He has more wins. He texted that in and tweeted it at the show. But my stone is at Matt Hamilton as he represents the conundrum that always infuriates me as a Bears fan in the state of Wisconsin. And kudos to the listeners here. I haven't got a lot of trolling texts about the Bears and the Hail Mary over the weekend. And I saw Alex Strofe tweet some things, and there's a couple things that drive me insane. One, Packer fans, some act like, oh, Bears aren't even a rivalry, I don't care. The Packers own the rivalry, absolutely, but it's a rivalry because when the Bears lose, there was people rolling in like a pig in crap to be able to enjoy it, just like it was with the double doink. Anytime that there is pain for Bears fans, Packer fans love to jump on it. And then I also would like, then Matt does this, where we were on a call today. He referenced the Hail Mary. He texted about the Hail Mary because he got in his feels about something.
It's been about 55 seconds, by the way.
It's okay. Let him cook.
But here's the thing.
Let Jim cook.
I have to be in this world of like, either I have to let it roll off my shoulders or then I'm the jerk for responding to it. And then people are like, oh, well, it's easily, Bears fan. Well, which is it, man? Like, can I respond to it? Because then I'm the one guy who's animated. And then like, oh, look at this jerk who's animated. Or I have to sit there and take crap from everyone all day. It's a no-win. So Matt put me in a box today and I didn't like it.
I will just say, you can get my timer going because my take really isn't anything.
Here we go.
I pride myself on not being that fan because to me, you're just asking for karma to bite you in the butt. Because I think if I'm going to come after you and say something about the Bears, okay, then that means something is going to happen with the Packers, like maybe losing to Jacksonville. I don't know. But I will say I was shocked when Ryan was the first one to text the group when the Bears thing happened that he said, no bleeping way. You texted that to our group chat.
I wasn't trying to clown on Jim. I was just saying, no bleeping way.
I would have almost taken that as a clown, just me being a salty fan. Yeah, so I was surprised that it was you and not Matt.
Full disclosure of how that game broke out, which is probably why my heart is not completely broken, is that I was one at the trick-or-treating, so I was kind of following on my phone. And at one point, I'm like, you know what? I'm out. This is annoying. They're down 9-0. They're doing nothing. When I got home, I was like, I got a little bit of time. I had the game on my phone while I was grilling, and they started to score some. But then then I saw a stupid fumble, and I'm like, I can't handle this. It's time to eat anyways. And Tark Sado was texting me throughout, so I took off my Apple Watch, so I stopped getting text messages, put it away, and ate. The whole time during dinner, I'm like, what happened in the game? What happened in the game? But I was trying to be a good dad, being invested in the moment. And I pick up my phone, and initially I see, like, oh, hey, Caleb Williams must have done something. Like, they got back in this, and they lost. Like, it's what it is. And then I see a bunch of text messages, and I'm like, oh, God, did he crap the bed? And I was like, well, no, the defense crapped the bed. And so then I was like, it was not the worst case scenario for me. My worst case scenario, because I assumed they lost anyways, because I wasn't watching it like in the moment, was that like Caleb didn't come through in the clutch, but he did. Mm-hmm. The coaching staff didn't, and Tyreek Stevenson didn't. But for me, again, the whole point of this year, I just want to know we got a quarterback, and I'm feeling better about it each week. He was not great, but he's an ascending player, and I do think he'll be battling it out.
He's got plenty of time. Launches deep pass. into the area of the end zone. Caught it! And it's caught by Noah Brown.
It's caught by
into
Noah.
the end zone. It's tipped, caught by Joe.
Jim Rutledge
just
wins
love
for
it.
being a good sport today, guys.
He was a good sport.
Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. This has been Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area